Another day of winning. I've just removed this mother. As you see, I've separated her from the piglets. I even delayed to do so because I actually didn't have another room. I didn't have another room to separate to separate her from. Not until when I thought about joining her up with these other ones. The other one, the extreme end, is pregnant. Like the other one, at the extreme end there, that one is pregnant. Then this other second one here, she missed. She was served, but I think we realized the heat period late. Then this is the castrated one. This one here is the castrated one. So I didn't have where to put this one initially, but then I thought I would join it together with these other ones. So why am I showing you this video? One, when you start piggery, it is you have to really be prepared, and you have to be prepared for several things. Even though you will say that you are a breeder meaning meaning that your pigs, your sows deliver, and you sell off the piglets at whatever age that you may think that you may want to sell it at. But as you can see, I really have a challenge. And which challenge? It is because of the challenge, that is why I'm sharing with you this video. For you who is a beginner, a simple farmer, a beginning farmer like me, as you can see, this lady, she's emaciated already. Why? It is because the piglets have over breastfed her. Why? Because I didn't separate them in time. Ideally, I was supposed to separate them from the 10th day, but I didn't do so because I didn't have the room. Why? Recently, I was forced to sell one of my sows. One of the sows, the mother to these ones here, their mother. I was forced to sell her. Reason? I didn't have enough space. Why? I actually, fortunately or unfortunately for me, I sold her when she didn't have a, I mean, like I didn't have space for her. I didn't have space for her to do what? Space for her to deliver from. She was already pregnant. She was already 3 months pregnant, and I had no other place for her, because this mother here had just delivered, and I had nowhere to put her. Yet this one here, as you can see, this one here, that one, this one here, this lady had just conceived. This one, she had just conceived. And also this one, who missed to conceive, had just been served. So I saw a really didn't have space, and I was forced to sell her off. So I hope you're learning something right from the beginning. This video should help you to plan whatever person you call yourself. You call yourself either a breeder, or you're somebody who's just you raise till slaughter, or you're somebody who raises for slaughter. You have to plan. Why? Especially if you are somebody who has about 3 sows, or even 2 sows and above. If you're somebody who has 2 sows and above, still you'll have to do the same thing. You have to plan for another room, and especially if your sow is about to deliver, you have to definitely plan another room where you're going to keep the piglets. Unless if you're somebody who really started big, that you even planned already for the sow. Yeah, you plan for the piglets, that when they are to deliver, there is somewhere you're going to put the piglets in. So if not, then as soon as your pig or your sow is approaching sorry about that. This one, I've just brought her in another room, so she is fighting. Oh, I have to hold on. I've just brought her from another room, so she's quite mean, so mean. But she has always been a mean one. But now it is a matter of territorial superiority. Who conquers, who owns the territory, is what she's on now. Though she has always been a mean one, because she lived alone. She grew alone to a period of around 4 months. Then I got others and joined her with. So she's really selfish. However, back to our topic. What you're seeing, this emaciation, as you can see, she's quite different from these other ones. These ones look good. These ones here, they look good. Why? Because they have been feeding well. But for her, no. These ones look good because they feed well. They feed well. They feed well. But for her, you can see her. She has been over breastfed. And yeah, that is the thing I'm trying to share with you guys. You must make sure that you have another room ready to separate the piglets. Ready to separate the piglets. Otherwise, we are now not even following the standard that after 7 days post delivery, after she has delivered 7 days, you present her to a male. I didn't do that because I knew I would not have the space, and I knew I was not going to separate her immediately from her young one. So I didn't want to affect the would-be growing piglets inside. However, today finally, and still, as you can see, the room is still not up to the standard, but at least I've already achieved the depth of the hole. The depth of the hole for the IMO system. And unfortunately, the day we were getting the depth of the hole, we had a challenge. The people the people I contracted, they dug continuously without refilling up this downer portion, as you can see, like that portion there that you're seeing, and the other portion at the extreme corner, you can see the timber lining is different where she is. That one is a refill. I mean, is a refill of timbers just made down. The two lines there, that one and this one, it is a refill that I did. As you can see, that pole is completely down on the ground to the extreme level down. So remaining to remove away this mud and then allow it to dry and then refill it. But of course, one other thing, spraying within this period, this waiting period, spraying is very necessary. You need to spray continuously. This lady is pregnant. She is now 2 months pregnant. This one here, she's 2 months pregnant. So even as you see, I'm talking about I'm telling you about the issue of what? Space. She's 2 months pregnant, but the question is, where am I going to put her is another question. And as you can see, as they're fighting now, this room that I've put them in, it is somehow small. It is small for the number, especially these big ones. Maybe I would, if they were the young ones, it would be okay. So another thing you should consider as you think about another room to separate the sow from the male. The male, actually, ideally the male has to be in a different room. If it is not castrated, it has to be in a different room to avoid inbreeding and to avoid disturbing the female. You only present the female to the male when they have finally when they are ready, when they are on heat. That's when you can present the female to the male. So the male has to be in a different room. The piglets have to be separated in their different age groups. You can't keep like as I've done here. As you can see, these ones, they're all of one age group, though there is difference in size somehow, but of course that is normal. Even with human beings, you can have some people who are taller, some who are fatter, some who are smaller, you know. So different age groups have to be in a same, they can be in one sty, one large sty. That is if you're practicing this method whereby you just put them in one big room, and then normally the pregnant ones also have to be separated in a different sty, such that because their eating is normally calculated according to kilogram body weight, but when you keep them in a group like this, then you have to separate the pregnant ones, because normally you are supposed to give them more, actually somehow more than the rest, what the unpregnant one would get. Why? Because a pregnant pig is just like any pregnant person, whereby the demand for food in the energy in the body increases. When the demand for food in the body increases or energy increases, when the demand for energy increases, also the appetite for food increases. So that is where we are. For now, I hope you've got something. Maybe doing a recap, you need to One, separate every animal according to their age groups to prevent to prevent underfeeding, and also to prevent unnecessary fighting in the in the sty, in the pig sty. All the noise that you're seeing is because of the mistake that I have now, or the challenge that I have now. The fight, this unnecessary fight, would not be there if I had separated this. If I have another space to separate that lady, that lady, to separate her put her in a different place, she would not see this fight. But now I'm forced, because the other ones are growing, and also she's just emaciating, and she has to regain her body to conceive again. Like I have said, normally a female sow or a pig can deliver after every, you can count it after every 4 months when she is delivering. That is after every 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days. So that is possible if, like, you can, when she delivers immediately, you take her to a male. I mean, 7 days after delivering, you take her to a male. You present her to a male. She can conceive around that time. That means you expect 4 months down the road, you expect another what? Another set of piglets. So I was telling you the recap. One, separate every animal according to their age group, and separate the pregnant ones. Let them be in their room alone as the pregnant ones. Then the males, let the males be separated from the rest of the sows, especially the castrated males. Then I mean, especially the uncastrated. Then so you separate the sow from the piglets. Normally from 10th day, the 10th day, you can start separating. If you have milk, you separate completely. On the 10th day, you separate them completely on the 10th day from the piglets completely, and then you'll be feeding them with the piglets with milk. But if you don't have milk, you can separate them, and then you allow them to be breastfeeding. I mean, you allow them to be breastfeeding twice in a day, twice in the morning and in the evening. Then during the day, you give them the crib feeds. Then 3, if you have, then 3, another thing you can do, separate every age group. Every age group should be in their different age groups, to avoid unnecessary fighting. And also another thing, why you should separate every age group within the you make every age group be at the same, in the same place, because normally the calculation, feed ratio calculation, becomes easier for you, because you're supposed to calculate per kilogram body weight, and sometimes when there are many, you can just get the average weight, and then you just know that the kilograms that you can give them, because your work, you're not going to feed each pig, give each pig its own feed. When there are many, you may want each pig to feed from its own, even if you've provided all the troughs, enough troughs, but still they will be fighting. You find this one goes and eats in this other trough, leaves, goes and run to the other one, chases the other one that is eating, like that. So that is another thing. Another recap that you should remember always is that whenever you have, whether you're a breeder or you're somebody who is raising pigs for slaughter, still, even if whether you're a breeder or raising for slaughter, it is still the same thing that you should do. You should still do the same thing, because even if you're raising, whether you're a breeder, you know that your sows are going to deliver, especially when you have 2 or more. They are going to deliver, and every time a sow delivers, you have to separate it. Even during the time of when it is pregnant, you can now separate it away from the rest which are not pregnant. Or you can keep them well, but when it's about to deliver, you need to separate it, and you give it a different background, a different situation where to stay. Then another thing you should know is that when they are about to deliver, whether you're raising it for breeding or for slaughter, once the piglets have breastfed for some time, you have to separate the sow back away from the piglets still. So still you need a room. So in whatever capacity you're raising, your intention for raising the pigs are, you need to consider a separate room. And of course it can be very easy to separate the rooms, but every time you think about separating the pigs or the different age groups together, every time you think about that, you have to think about the financial implication. Because like me here, I have the space. The space is right out there. The space is right out there. But I don't have the money now, which is there standing, to do what? To put up this, to do the separate, to build up another structure. But of course, with time, I have to build another structure. Though now I'm not ready to put another structure around this way in this area. That's why you see I've done what? You see, I'm not ready to put another structure here because I want to transfer these animals to a bigger space. I want to transfer them on a farm, and soon I'll take you through. I'll update you. I'll give you the update of a farm, because I intend to get around 40 acres of land somewhere. 40 acres of land somewhere, and then transfer these animals such that I also introduce other things. This is just a town structure, you know. This is a town structure, so everything I'm just buying. But now I'm taking them to the farm whereby I can also start producing my own feeds. So yeah, briefly, you may leave a comment down there, or you ask any question you want about this topic that we've discussed now. To show you example of separating different age groups, as you can see, these ones are a different age group, and then also, as you can see, these ones here are a different age group. These ones here, they are a different age group, and let me take you to the young ones. I also show you them to be practical enough. Off we go. Yeah, these are the young ones that I've just separated right now from their mom. As you can see them, this is an aerial view of them. It is an aerial view of them. Just separated them from the mom, and they look good. They are good. They are healthy, as you can see. Very healthy. Very healthy. I wean them, and you can see their room is also ready for an IMO system. Their room is ready for IMO system. And as you can see, the other one is really entering down under the rubbish. It can be called, if it is called like this, they want to burrow, and that is an advantage that we would get from the IMO system. Otherwise, for now, I can say bye bye. Thank you for watching, and please kindly subscribe and leave a comment down there and share with another person, because this is just free. We are learning, and as well, if you have some information that you can advise me on, please. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.